structures are great, Jono.
They've been very good.
Pavlich has been averaging 5 goals a game, just the one so far. Will he make a statement in this second half, or will the Crows continue to make it difficult for him? Dangerfield only knows one way, and that's straight at it. Sloan, his partner in crime, head down, wins a free kick high. Smith, the loose man. The runner was Doughty, the veteran.
Here's Walker one-on-one. He's going to get
a good jump at it. Oh, look at that. The covering mark to come across from Spur. Terrific stuff.
He's been impressive. I've been impressed with him. Of course, he's made those mistakes, but he doesn't think about it. He just goes.
No, he's 8th game of AFL footy. He's a mature age recruit. He's got it again.
That's what he's got to cut out.
Yeah. Now Vince. Can Adelaide make them pay? On the way back in. Keeps it low, wants Petrenko. Over the back it goes. Dangerous ball here. Look at John Cobb. Through one, through two. Onto the boot, wrong side of the post. They would have gone mad here at AAMI.
Crowley has gone with Scott Thompson, who's trying to push forward and plays a permanent forward. He can kick multiple goals within a game very quickly. Scott Thompson, as we see on screen, involved with a nice handball received to John Cobb. He should have finished for the Adelaide Crows.
Now, Johnson's calling to his players to huddle, to kick to the numbers, and they didn't huddle too well then.
And the advantage of Griffin over Wright. That was, you know...
He's had a good game because he's playing on probably an All-Australian ruckman, Matty, at the moment, Sam Jacobs, and he hasn't had a massive influence.
And Tony's continuing his form from last week. He really dominated against Cox and Nat Nui, supported by Kepler Bradley.
And another contested mark, this time Pavlich. Ball at their 50. First to it, Sloan, sweating on him, Pearce. Walters did enough to get it to Ballantyne, who overran it. Now he's swamped. Dangerfield has got so much core strength. To Sloan, who manages to find the line just.
Oh, sure. We spoke at half-time about Fremantle getting 3 goals from direct kick-ins, rather than, on that occasion, to get it in forward 50 a game.
From the throw-in to Boer. Just trying to gain ground around the line. Now Rutten comes in to help out in the ruck. To Van Berlo. And it's a game where they're just, both sides just trying to creep up the line, gain some meterage.
Well, Fremantle will be happy that it's a slower start to the quarter from Adelaide. They've jumped out of the blocks in the first and second quarter, and Fremantle have had to fight their way back into it as the quarter has unfolded.
Touched off the boot. Vince, quick hands, reflex give to Thompson. Off a step, Doughty's kick out wide to John Cobb. It's come out after half-time, sparkling. A little chip over the top and pulled the kick to Jacobs. He goes in turn to Johnston.
Good work rate by Johnston on that occasion. 3 or 4 leads to gain possession.
John Cobb, Jacobs, Johnston. All the J's getting involved. Here's a W.
Well, great mark to Taylor Walker here, but again I say about Duffield, I said that he didn't fill the spot. Hopefully we're going to see this ball in transit, because what he didn't do, he went to the pocket and he's the loose man in defence, John, and we can see him in the square there. What he's got to do is just make sure he stays, he's 3 metres in front of Walker. Now, Walker jumps on your head. Zach Dawson's got to go with him.
That's right.
And that's not what's happening at the moment to fill that spot.
Should be a soda for Walker for his 3rd of the afternoon, and it'll put the Crows out to a lead of 11 points. Taylor's got 3.
Well, the pressure goes back onto the Fremantle Footy Club to respond. Again, Adelaide with the first goal in the second half, and Taylor Walker with number 3. And this is what you're talking about here, Shorey.
Look at Duffield there.
Just at the front, trying to block up space for the lead. But it was too easy for Walker to get away from Dawson and take a relatively uncontested mark. Douglas did a fantastic job on getting back to put body pressure on Dawson to block his run, and Walker capitalises.
And just looking at the battle between Jacobs and Jonathan Griffin, Sam Jacobs, 163 hit-outs to advantage this year, 20 more than any other player. He's only had the one in this game.
Just tried to lay it down to Dangerfield there. He couldn't get boot to ball. Thompson working hard, back to Dangerfield. Slapped forward by Smith. Riley caught. Dockers just waiting for it to come out, and it was about to come out before Mackay kept it in.
And Jonathan Griffin, he's had 15 hit-outs and 5 to advantage for Fremantle.
Is now into a play. Player out is number 23, Chris May.
Well, Glenn, we just heard from the loudspeaker that there's been a change for the Dockers. Subs on. So we'll get back to that in a minute, because Ian Callanan has got 50 metres right in the middle of the ground, and he is now within range. When we've had Walker kick 3, Callanan to kick his 3rd. So this, to make it 17, which will be a big margin in the context of this game, for his 3rd goal. From 45 metres, he misses to the left. And it remains at 2 goals, 8-10-7-4. Chris Mayne has been subbed out for the Dockers. So Lockie Neal, who's one of 2 late inclusions, is now into the game. Kick down the line, pack forms, Griffin at it. Slap back by Mackay, Rutten to Douglas. His kick high. Dawson, clever one-handed mark, had the height advantage over Rory Sloane. A little bit static as they try and work it out of their defensive 50. McPhee is the target, or well Johnson, and they communicated well.
Yeah, McPhee did that well then, just held his opponent off the marking contest.
Dangerous kick into the corridor, but he found Ibbotson, who wants to move it quickly. Pushes it out wide, it's going to drop short. Doughty, that's a quick movement. Crows looking dangerous here. Petrenko over to Johnston. Went the wrong way. Surely that was holding the ball. Didn't get a handball away. Crows will get another chance though. Petrenko trying to barge through. Johnston flipped it out towards Mackay. Then turn over to right. Had a very good first half. We heard from his coach. He liked the way he's playing, and we always like the way Scotty Thompson plays.
Wow. Good move, Brad Johnson. You should be a senior coach, Brad Johnson. You're going to get out of this media stuff. You called this at half-time. Thompson forward, hasn't touched it in midfield, and Crowley doesn't feel comfortable at full-back.
What it does, if Thompson can kick a goal, he make it 2 in a short period of time. All of a sudden, Fremantle have to make the move of getting Crowley back up the ground, maybe to a Dangerfield or something like that. Then Thompson can work his way back up into the midfield. So that's why moves like this are important, because one, it gets one of your best players back into the contest, because he can play as a lead out of the square forward.
We will miss you too, Brad.
All the best. Reverse angle here for Scott Thompson. And he's missed, and they keep... I'd have to say, they're keeping the Dockers in the game. They've missed a lot of set shots. They're now 8 goals, 11. 19 scoring shots to 11, and they're keeping the Dockers in it. It may come back again. Mundy first to it for Fremantle. Desperate to keep it in. Hooks it round on the left. Clever play from Pavlich. Taken by Dangerfield. Mackay on the burst, with speed, with skill, a bounce, inside 50, runs, kicks it. Oh, that is sensational stuff, David Mackay.
That is one of the goals of the year, Jono. The timing of the link-up and then the speed through the lines, that was just magnificent to watch, and it will go down as one. Look at that, the quick speed, the one-hand grab, and then the take it on. They were just flat-footed Fremantle play, and then the finish off. That is one of the goals of the year.
He's run the gauntlet, and he's got through the gauntlet untouched, and that's what you like, getting a handball receive at speed, and a great finish.
Unbelievable speed and precision kicking from David Mackay. He needs a spell after that. He's got the crowd up and going, hasn't he?
Has he what? There's the virtual scores from stoppages. Adelaide 4-2-26 from stoppages. Fremantle just 3 behinds.
Arguably the best finisher in this Adelaide side, Mackay. And now They've got the Dockers on the back foot. 19 points is the margin. They're making a charge to the Crows. They need to hang on here, and they do. Riley reads it well. Adelaide have the adrenaline pumping. The kick from Riley is a beauty to Douglas. That one not so good. Duffield to repay them as he goes in the Pavlich direction. Talia, stolen by Pavlich. Godfrey, Ibbotson by hand. Subin, tight angle, squares it up, misses everybody. Mzungu to help out. Here he comes, off the ground when Doughty. He doesn't make too many mistakes. Sloan looking to just relieve the pressure, kick it out wide. McPhee trying to run the gauntlet like McKay. Can't do it. Not many people can. McPhee
Got to get it out.
Down low, crowd on their feet. They want holding the ball. It comes out at the back. Little Callanan has a go. Right, down he goes from Griffin. And up they go with a bit of a push and a shove. Mundy involved. Thought he was going to give it away there. Flipped out the back by Jenkins. Petrenko was going fast. Ibbotson on hands and knees. Taken by Doughty again. Always clean. Over to right. That's clean to Walker, but he makes a meal of it. Dawson off the ground. Lockie Neal, the sub, he's into the game. Walters, he's a goal sneak. He's inside 50. He doesn't miss many either. Dockers with the answering goal.
Turnover in the middle of the ground. Taylor Walker had the opportunity to take an uncontested mark in front of Zach Dawson. Fumbled out, and then Dawson just kept momentum going forward. We see here, he marks this, they're out, the Adelaide Crows. A little fumble and just getting it going forward. Neal involved as the sub, and then Walters with an excellent finish and a good response against the flow of play from the Fremantle Dockers.
They needed that Fremantle. They get the goal back on the board. He's played 5 games this year. He's kicked 9 goals. Michael Walters. And this is Chris Mayne, who has been subbed out of the game. And went down heavily in that collision. We're back to live action. And away goes Neal, the man who came on for him. Pavlich has got to beat 2. Spoil comes. Crummer needed. It's a clever kick off the right, and it's just to the right-hand side of the post. It came from Clancy Pearce. Now the Dockers have been sparked into action. Margin at 13, 12. One goal, 6 the difference. Riley to Van Berlo.
Nick, watch out, Nick, keep the distance. Play on.
Van Berlo. Now that's not a good kick from him.
The last 2 passages of play from Duffield, his positioning's been a lot better, where he's been able to affect it in the air rather than just guarding space as the spare player for Fremantle.
Bradley and Jenkins in the ruck. Bradley winning it towards Barlow. Petrenko came in. And Scott Thompson was trying to find Matthew Wright.
Well, 4 disposals in this quarter for Scott Thompson. Spent some time up forward as well. Only had 5 in the first half, so response from Scotty Thompson.
Wright onto the chest of Lewis Johnston. Matthew Wright continuing to find the footy. He's got a big long kick on him. Puts it into the pocket. Too long for everyone except for Duffield, who you just talked about, Brad.
Well, it's a lot better. He's been able to affect in the air rather than just guarding that space where Adelaide have been able to run through him on a number of occasions.
He's going to push it down the line. He found his target.
That's why it's important he does take it from a mark, because he uses the ball very well.
He does hit targets, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mundy looked up and saw that Johnson had a bit of room. So he wants to switch it out to Spur. Now Griffin has got space.
Just come off the bench, I think.
Yeah, good change. But Griffin will be forced to kick this to another man who's just come off the bench. Precision interchanging by Ross Lyon. This is De Boer.
No key tall up here for Fremantle.
Subin had a good look at it, chopping the arms.
No doubt. Got to remember, every quarter, they have come back at Fremantle late in quarters. So they might have just started now after that goal. Let's see if they get some dominance in this period of the game.
Crows got out to a 3-goal lead. It was a big buffer in the afternoon. And there's a spoil from Talia.
Well, the Ross Lyon wall is working. Adelaide have only, when they're winning the ball back in the forward 50 for Fremantle, they're only been able to get it inside their own forward 50 twice out of 21 attempts.
Thompson at the bottom of that. Comes up with it. And Crowley right on top of him as usual.
Can't see it from my side, Scotty. If I can't see it, I can't pay it. Which goes arm under your arm. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Straight back, okay?
Ball up on the forward 50 for Fremantle.
Play on.
Ballantyne, kick smothered. Ibbotson caught by Dangerfield, and he holds it in. He held it in. That's a good decision because he never, ever thought about doing anything else.
You just sat on it. You've got to make an attempt.
Perfect explanation from the umpire.
No 15. Play on. Play on.
Oh,
Matthew Wright did really well there. He was gone for all money, managed to get it back to Dangerfield, who belts it long. McPhee hoping for the boundary.
well, they need Sammy Jacobs to influence on him. I see Mzungu on the bench here, just checking out a shoulder injury, we would think.
Yeah, Tony just came off holding that left arm, so they're just doing some tests on his left shoulder.
Dangerfield, strength to get it out to Sloan, but Sloan has kicked it out on the full.
Well, that was it again. Walker was able to work from the spare, being Duffield, and if that kick was effective, he would have been able to take another uncontested mark.
Becoming the most important player on the ground, Dangerfield. Here he is again.
When you get kicks like that, you do.
Well, he's up to disposal number 25 now, but he's working close and his strength. He is dominating in that zone.
Just going back for a set shot here. Dangerfield going to have to kick it 60 metres.
You watch him drive here. You watch him drive. He's an amazing kick at times when he has to kick with length. He has 2 feet in the air at the same time, which is pretty hard to do to keep balance, but just to get that penetration.
15 goals, 5 coming into the game from 55 metres.
Like that.
Like that, Tony! And he says, yes, I know how to do it.
It is an amazing thing. The kicking style, well, look at the kicking style. It's like a scissor action. And player, you have to leave. You do take 2 feet off the ground when you kick it with that penetration, but he's got a scissor action right at the end, and that is just magnificent. You're right, Matty, you've called it too. He's had an have a look at this scissor action here, Jono. Bang!
I like to see players get both feet in the air. It gets you more momentum through the ball.
It sort of clicks back together with his ankles, doesn't it?
Dangerfield is dragging the Crows through this match. They're up to 18 points once again. 25 disposals, 10 hardball gets, which is 6 more than any other player on the ground. He's leading from the front. And here's Sloan. Mzungu back out there. Douglas.
Looked like he copped one.
Yeah, on the way through.
I'm with you about Dangerfield. I reckon you've got to make a decision now if you're Rossi Lyon. Maybe you go Crowley to Dangerfield and stop that impact and go De Boer on the Thompson. I know it's a switch, but he could be the one who's influencing the game too much here.
Thompson out to Vince. Walker. Now John Cobb waits. Kept his feet, which was hard to do in that situation. Back to Smith. Standing start from outside 50. Gee, he got plenty of distance on it.
He did. Matty Wright was 35 metres out from goal, all by himself. If he just had seen him lowered his eyes, would have been an easy kick inside forward 50.
Mzungu short to Pearce. And the Crows at 19 points now. Dangerous kick from Pearce into the corridor again. Vince, one of 2 Crows that could have taken it. Back to Van Berlo, to Vince. He keeps it low. He spots a man inside forward 50. Spur cut it off though with the spoil. Johnson, and they hold firm the Dockers now with Barlow. Johnson again. Just 15 metres to De Boer.
Kepler-Bradley is let up short. He needs to be the outlet long for De Boer on that occasion.
50 metres, Jacobs.
That hurts.
Now, umpire's going to position himself at about just over 40 metres. We're going to look at what the man on the mark is out. Big Sam Jacobs had a great year, as Tony mentioned, been terrific in the ruck. 6 goals, 5 for the year. This for the biggest margin of the afternoon for the Crows. It's a lazy drop, and it's another missed shot, a missed set shot.
Missed opportunities for the Adelaide Crows. Yeah. Thompson misses one early from a set shot. Jacobs misses that one.
Still nearly the biggest margin, I would think, Matty, in the game, is it? 20 points. They've got to get some goal scorers. Chris Main's off the ground. He's kicked 31 for the year. You've got Matty Pavlich, who's kicked 1 for the game. They've got to find some goal scorers. Ballantyne, some of their smalls, at the moment, they're not even getting an inside 50, so you can't have goal kickers when you haven't got it in there.
Yeah, they've got to change things up a little bit. Talia and McPhee go at it hard. Ball spills towards Dangerfield, the danger man. Mundy wants Subin one-on-one. Riley.
Well, this quarter, it's 14-5, inside 50, Adelaide's way. If they mark this, it'll become 16.
Oh, Griffin got there just in time.
They'll say chopping the arms. The crowd's going ballistic here.
Dockers might get a turnover here. Mzungu pulls the kick to Subin. He gets the kick inside 50. Walters on the end of it. And he's got it. This will go back for his second. The crowd will tell you how they're feeling.
Well, it just goes to show, Shaw, you never give up on the contest.
No.
Yes, the free kick may have been there. The umpires didn't call it. Fremantle capitalised. If Griffin just accepts that Jacob's going to mark the ball and man the mark, he'd be going the other way.
Dockers are looking for someone to kick some goals up forward for them. Michael Walters for his second of the quarter to bring the margin back to 14. Never in doubt.
I think you'd gladly say that that was a goal against the flow. They have been totally dominant. Let's see if it... Oh, he had enough control of that. That's either got to be a chop in the arm, frontal contact, but he just marked the ball.
I'd say he marked the ball, but he's actually pushed the ball out of his hand, so you'd have to say he had a mark.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyway, the umpire... And then you've got to play on. As Jono said, you don't play to the whistle. You keep playing the game until the whistle goes, and it never went. And that was against the flow. So they're back in it now.
Two for Walters, margin at 14. Dockers really needed that. And we've got plenty of time left in this third quarter. 10-13 to 9-5. Neil didn't take it. And players waiting for the umpire to come in.
We'll keep an eye on this. Shorey Crowley is now trying to step out of the contest to get back to Thompson.
Big punch over the top from Mundy. Out into space. Wright went without it, but he gets a second chance at it, and he's clean. And it's a good decision. McKay's got it. He's got a runner out wide in Smith. Hard running from Callanan. The kick just gets there in time. Crowd wants 50. Not forthcoming again, or is it? Now it is, Tony.
Against Michael Walters. Anticipated the play on, but came through the protected area.
And it's twice in this quarter that the Fremantle Dockers have done exactly the same thing in the protected area.
Well, the umpire said Duffield was on the mark. He can't come in. Duffield left because he thought the handball receive was going to happen. So Walters came in to take the mark once Duffield had left the area.
Callanan missed a shot earlier for his third. This one, you doubt whether he'd missed two, but he does. He could have wrapped this game up.
That's 4 for the quarter.
Yep.
Well, they were 10 behind inside 50s at half-time. And now the Crows are 1 behind, so they have dominated this quarter.
And they haven't put them away on the scoreboard.
No.
They're winning the ball through the middle. But Missing shots at goal. Petrenko, very good pickup. Holding, advantage should be paid.
Oh, that's not advantage.
Riley almost felt compelled to do it. And the spoil from Ballantyne's a good one.
Just Jared Petrenko's hands, boys. Geez, a one-grab player. I like him to accumulate. I don't know if he works hard enough in the game for the entirety of the game. He has to accumulate because one-grab players like him can cut you up. And he's tough.
Yeah, big collision there from him with Mundy, and he goes again.
Well, he might get pinned here. I hope not.
Another stoppage here, but Adelaide have been able to take control in the clearances in the third quarter. 10 clearances to just 2 for Fremantle.
Mundy over the top of Dangerfield. And we'll have another ball up. Petrenko wants to spell, wants to get off. Sloan over the top. Dangerfield. Again, he's just got strength to still maintain his balance. He got it to Doughty. Tumbles it forward. Jenkins came out. Duffield trying to mop it up. Got some help from Johnson. Ballantyne will try and draw the man. Now he does. Mzungu breaks away for Fremantle. Pavlich to kick too much for him. Taylor over the top. Smith give on the up. Again, the Crows stand firm. And how will they go on the rebound? Jenkins. Man out wide, but he can't spot him. Johncock wants it, but he can't kick 90 metres.
Shanked it, but it works.
It could be the old kick it left, kick it wide play. Dangerfield, he knew it was coming. He knew what to do. He's a star.
Well, I'm telling you, Josh Jenkins has just shanked that, and it's worked at Patrick Dangerfield's advantage. Watch this off the boot, boys. He doesn't know where to kick it. He's trying to kick it. He has shanked that sideways, and it's just worked beautifully for Patrick Dangerfield. They have to put Crowley to him now. I said about 5 minutes ago, I think they should have made that change. Take Crowley, your best tagger. Stop the most influential player on the ground. This man is a superstar. He needs to be taken out of the game if we want to get back into it.
What a goal from Dangerfield. What a goal assist from Jenkins.
Well, Dangerfield able to run the gauntlet again without any pressure from Fremantle. McKay kicked a big goal.
Well, see, McKay and Dangerfield do it, and Dangerfield kicked the set shot. Everyone else is missing.
Yeah.
Crows back out to that 21-point lead. 35,000 people here enjoying Patrick Dangerfield at his very best. As Neil might get involved here. Keeps his feet, keeps it along the ground.
Smart.
Oh, clever goal, Neil. Dockers refused to lay down.
That's a smart goal from Lockie Neal. Honours the sub with Main out of the game. And that's a good response. The energy was up for the Adelaide Crows, and for Fremantle to get it out of the middle and then have a direct score is great play. Keep your feet in the contest, as Lockie Neal did on that occasion. And then smart to realise I've got to keep this low with the smother coming over the top from Rutten. Great response by the Dockers.
Goal for goal once again. Lockie Neal, late inclusion, sub on, gets his first for the afternoon. And keeps the margin at 15 points. 11-3 clearances.
Yeah, the virtual clearances there, you can see, but they haven't put them away on the scoreboard, and they're coming again late in the quarter.
De Boer, Pavlich couldn't take it, but there's a few crummers that are starting to work hard. Neal and Walters are there. McKay. Back to Riley. Barlow closes him up. Rutten, the last line for Adelaide for so many years. To right, now Talia. And he clears it wide. Thompson had to go. Robertson came out, left his man. He may even get a second chance at it. It sits for him now. He's got a bit of time to take a bounce. Dylan Robertson off the left boot. Not a lot of tall timber to aim at. All Crows pushing the back anyway. Sure to take it. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Adelaide have dominated, but the Dockers are still in it.
Well, Patrick Dangerfield has dominated. 11 disposals, 9 contested possession, 2 goals and 4 tackles just in this quarter.
Just in the quarter, yeah.
I think you've got to get one deep, one player deep, whether it's Matty Pavlich Well, Kepler-Bradley, they need a deep option, Fremantle.
Valentine just in time to De Boer. That was slow from him. Jenkins didn't pick it up, but he doesn't need to because he's got support. Vince to Douglas. This will be a big kick if he can kick it straight. Yes, he can! The Crows, another goal!
Well, again, another turnover, and it was just a great tackle by the big ruckman in Jenkins here. We just see across here, Jenkins still runs, De Boer a little bit slow, unsure, kick the ball forward and get it out of the area, but Jenkins just turned the ball over, and then Richard Douglas, pretty good, finishes fairly well normally inside 50, and that with a bit of pressure from behind him. But well done on the big ruckman in chasing up and making that turnover then.
Great finish. Goal, Richie Douglas. Goal assist, Jenkins. Again.
Two in a row for Jenkins. Score source, the stoppages, Adelaide 4 goals. The turnovers is where they've been able to capitalise as well. 8 goals, 18 scoring shots from turnovers.
26 scoring shots to 15. That's an important goal late in this third quarter. Crows looking for one more. Thompson's kick just spins off the side. Callanan, he wasn't very subtle. Well, the Dockers answer again, as they've done so many times today. Hill's kick in long. Pavlich is caught late. Crummer needed. Here's Pavlich. Backs out of it with strength. Got the handball out to Bradley. He can't do likewise. Crows trying to clear. Half a smother. Push forward. Walker tapped it back. Neil goes through. Van Berlo with pressure, but his kick should suit McPhee, and it does. Short. Spur. No one to kick to. Kicks it up high. It'll sit for Rutten. On the way down, he takes it.
I know we've been all over Patrick Dangerfield this quarter. He's been outstanding. He's had 87 ranking points for the quarter. If you have 87 ranking points in a game, it's considered well above average.
Well, 87 and a quarter, that's 348 for a game.
And he's got Lee Spur playing on him across half forward now, boys, so whether he's resting now, no, Lee Spur probably hasn't gone in the midfield.
Kick in from Petrenko, taken by Johnston. How about that from a snap? Right to the line. Oh, Walker wanted a free kick. Dawson takes it through.
Well, I reckon he had nearly every right, because I think he held his hand. Zach Dawson out of position, and he got away with that one, maybe on the blind side of the umpire.
Duffield kicks it out wide. Not going anywhere there from his kick, but what a quarter. We spoke to coach Brenton Sanderson as he came across the ground at half-time. He wasn't happy with the way they played. They had so much of the ball in that third quarter, but unfortunately they did miss a few set shots. But a big quarter by the Adelaide Crows. They've got control. They lead by 22 points.